Hey guys, I'm going to go through Bullfrog, but all trades you could have ever had, and we'll just go back to the 16th. So basically, his stock runs up. You really couldn't have seen this because it broke this high. I think this was the 16th, and now we're on the 17th pre-market. Still nothing looking good. Nothing looking good. This is still speculative over these areas that haven't broke that 385 area. Really hasn't broken down yet or broken up. So it's basically just channel trading from here to here. Could have got this trade if you'd have drawn a downtrend line to see where it would have cracked, because it really didn't go any lower than that. So that's one sign you should have been able to have that trade. And then maybe one more stair stepper here. That's pretty easily. And that's just looking at price action and drawing one trend line and just also going with VWAP. You know, any of those VWAP breaks, it comes back and tests. Maybe you could ride it up to the test. And it really just didn't break that solid area of a larger breakout. So we're just going to move sideways. Still kind of breaking down, but not really breaking down. It's just really just hadn't gone under the 312 area. Right here, there's a nice easy platform. And if you're tracing it, maybe setting alerts the whole time as it's breaking down, well, eventually, if you drew some tops to some angles here, you probably can do another trend line here and just wait for it to really kind of break that and then start forming a stair stepper. And it only really forms here. So, and that's just a 1 minute. Yep, that looks good. And then it broke here and it started going up. So here's your stair stepping if you're just patient. Not getting all these trades, not getting excitable at this trade, and then you start seeing this little extra bit right here. Buyers are willing to pay more, and now you finally see some volume come in down here. So volume is king. If you missed that, perfect, because it really hasn't broken any over these highs as well. And then you start seeing a little break here, 372 to 417. Who doesn't like, 40-cent trade? And now it's breaking down. So if you want to do another, you can just sit here and take this same trend line, draw it up, you'll see it again. And what you're looking for is a breakdown and then a stabilization, then some stair stepping. So you should be holding tight about 370, looking for it. Still nothing looking good. And I would tell you to do this to one chart a day. And if you look back down, we're just kind of basing at the 318 if you just keep your eyes on it. So if every time it hits 318, I actually set alarm at the bottom more than the top. Or I set, on the way down, I'll set some alarms. So here we go. And now we're having some interest. Still, this is after hours, nothing amazing. Still really never hitting that 370 area that were tops early. So you should have been nice and safe. And we just keep waiting. Here's a little peak, a little bit of volume. Maybe if you'd have got that platform, that's an easy 40-cent run. And we're just still setting alerts here. There's really no big breakouts, not enough volume. And if it didn't break with that volume, it's not really going to go. And so now we have more peaks here. And now we have some edge. So this one looks like a trade. We'll just see if it goes up more, just a little bit. And it's probably going to break a little bit in a minute. Here we go. So, yep. So now it's basing here and riding a very small trend. Now, it's not a very vertical trend. If you wanted to come over here and put an MA on it, you can put one MA, and if it's riding the 200 or 50, here's the 200 would be down here. That's probably barely the 50 or 100. So you really don't have any uptrend trend yet. There's you got your VWAP slow trend. I don't like that slow of a trend, especially on a very low float. And now we got some after hours play, and it runs a little bit there. And now we got some interest right here. And this was pre-market on, Friday. So here we go. And now it goes to the same area, and now you should be looking maybe for the 470 area. And there it goes at the 470 area. Runs up 30 cents. That's not a bad trade. Bouncing down off of VWAP. Clears the VWAP high right here, so that should go up a little bit more. And we'll have to pull it down to see how much more it gave us. Also, you can look at these real easy stair steps. Like a VWAP retest is really good. A VWAP breakout here, that's an easy trade right here if you're constantly watching it, or just constantly setting a VWAP alert, which is very good these days because obviously we're not having bigger breakouts, but buyers are in control, sellers are in control. Here we go, another VWAP with a nice shelf after it went up, bound, retested. That's an easy trade you should take every time. If it goes over VWAP, breaks down, that's basically that large W where it's going down, makes up, and now it's a higher high in a short term right here for this trade. And now I'm drawing a trend line all the way on these little tippy tops. Here's another tippy top hitting it. And eventually, boom. You have a little after hours play here. And if you just keep drawing these trend lines, setting alerts, see how many alerts I had for this play? I basically got in right around here at the 5-8 level right here. We rode this up. And now it's basing up here. So what I'm going to do for Monday, I'm going to put one maybe at this little tops if I can get a quick early alert. But I really want more confirmation over these two tops. So I'm going to slide that up. And then, as always, if it breaks down under VWAP and comes under VWAP, I'm going to take this alert here and draw it up to VWAP. And so I'm really just on whatever stocks were in play the day before or two. You just keep moving up your alerts or down your alerts. Keep drawing trend lines. Obviously, this is an area of support. It had to break that resistance first and broke that support. So now you clearly see that. And then you start drawing lines like this during the day. Just be patient. Look, it came down here, gave you an easy trade here. Came here, easy trade right here. Little platform here, kept going, broke out here. Because it's basically getting to a point where, look, this is going up and this is going down. So eventually it's at a price point. Is it going to go up or down? And if you want, just let it go up. It came right back down and then it broke right here. And then it gained a lot more momentum when it broke this price because that's the highest price of the day itself. And then it ran a little bit more. And then right here, just keep looking. This is an easy trade right here. Worst case scenario, you just wait to 556 and that's a pretty easy 30-40 cents right there. And you just got to be a little patient. And the best thing to draw trend lines when it's down and just look for stair stepping up. And eventually you'll see these little lines where they're bouncing. You don't have to take every trade. That's a good easy trade. You only got 3 trades a week. This is the easiest one I see all the time. This one, I love that one. And let's say you took this silly trade. You go, okay, went over VWAP, retested VWAP, came here. Well, it played a little bit. And if you look at that same line, that's not too bad of a shakeout to go up. That's not that bad. It's about 10-20 minutes of what the hell. But at least you took the right trade of it going up. But it went up, retested, and it didn't really break there. It broke here, then it broke there, which is fine. But the volume is like nothing compared to the other volume they had the rest of the day. So just start looking at simple volume, simple VWAPs, stair stepping up after it reproves itself that the buyers are in control, and you'll be fine with this market. If we're always looking for the breakout, this one you would have bought right here, this little breakout here. But if you've seen the volume here compared to the volume here, that's probably the last move of that stock. So when it goes on speculative volume, well, then that's when that means the buyers are selling more. Right here, that candle, sure enough, it's a lot of selling, a lot of selling, so a lot of selling, just saying it's resistant. And so then start marking these little resistant lines, and you'll know when they break. So that's about the only background I can give you on any easy trades these days. And then just be doing simple trend lines and just putting, alerts at VWAP, and you should be fine because eventually the stock is going to stair step up. So y'all have a great weekend. Hope this helps out, and happy profits to everyone. Thank you.